EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply takes. A knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
We're going to set. Check, 59. Watch the back.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. The give is to Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold, and that is incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Hey, hut, 180. 54, Mike, 54. Quit talking about it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Switch.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
180. It's just me and you. It's just me.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Darnold completes it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, it's Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle there by Marquis Christian.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
I got you. Tight dog.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looting the pit. Caught it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Lady.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he's got room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
We're outside. 26, Mike. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. Hatch it. Hatch it. Hey, lady.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold, escaping the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Natson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch Pat.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Natson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It
certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
180. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check. Value 3. Value 3.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
We got this.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 13. Check 13.
Darnold from the gun. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. fresh off the pick six. It's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 79 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54 Mike.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's got some space here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 60 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Darnold now to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Darnold, caught here by Bell. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So they go ahead and get more points there. Let me ask you, the game's out of reach. If you're on defense, so are you really angry right now?
You're extremely angry because you let them get in that position first, and second, they went in and took advantage of you. So you're going to be very mad about that.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, we got 4.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
26 Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And some room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
it. In that case, run it up.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious.